Good morning, everyone. It is a joy to welcome you to Newman Lumen on this Leap Day and on the final day of Black History Month. Today, we are so pleased to welcome a couple members who are so important to the larger Elon community. And so today, we're first going to hear music from LaTanya, or LT Wiley, who is an alum from the class of 97. She went on to earn her MBA from the University of Phoenix and serves as the Assistant Director of Affinity Engagement. She's also a professional actress who performs regionally, and this morning we are so glad to welcome her to sing for us. So please help me to welcome LT.
Good morning. The theme for this series is meaningful relationships. And so in that vein, I offer this song. Amazing grace shall always be my song of praise, for it was grace that bought my liberty. I do not know why Jesus came to love me so. He looked beyond all my faults and saw my need. Amazing grace shall always be my song of praise, for it was grace that bought my liberty. I do not know just why he came to love me so. He looked beyond all my faults and saw my need. I shall forever lift mine eyes to Calvary, to view the cross where he died for me. How marvelous the grace that caught my falling soul. He looked beyond all my faults and saw my need.
I'm not sure how to follow that, but thank you so much, LT. That was beautiful. Speaking today, we have a familiar face for anybody who's walked in the Mosley Center, which I would presume would be all of us. Michael Williams serves as director of the Mosley Center and has been in this role since 1998. During this time, he's had the opportunity to meet, connect, and support and learn from hundreds of students, staff, and faculty. He served in various roles with students from supervisor to Elon 101 instructor, advisor for Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, and Elon Gospel Choir. Michael is chair of the Staff Advisory Council and is a member of the Black Spiritual Support Group. He is active in the community as a member of the Boys and Girls Club Advisory Board and serves on the steward board at St. Matthew AME Church in Burlington, where Reverend Dr. Patrice Fields is pastor. Michael enjoys the Elon community and events, especially homecoming, when alums go back on the yard. So please help me welcome Michael back to this podium this morning to hear why meaningful relationships matter to him.
Wow, that's a tough act to follow. But I'm going to do the best I can this morning. Thank you, LT, for setting the tone, setting the atmosphere for this morning, and felt like I was in church, people. So And thank you, Julie, and the Truett Center for this opportunity this morning. As they say in the Black church, I won't be before you long this morning. But good morning, brothers and sisters. I greet you in the spirit this morning of love and peace. If I say anything that offends anyone, I apologize in advance, and this is never my intention. Just want to provide a little context on how I got this opportunity to speak today. Where's she at? I was in a Black spiritual support group meeting about a month or so ago, and the idea came up about leading a Lumen during Black History Month. And as we were brainstorming about who would be a good speaker, all eyes turned on me. Now, of course, I said no. I said, let's get somebody else to do this. And my fellow group members were really adamant. And I think they just wanted to make sure we had somebody. So I guess I'm somebody this morning. But I offered some other candidates and some good, outstanding candidates, and it didn't go. So thank you, Miss Marilyn. Where are you at? No, I appreciate this opportunity. So here we are today, February 29th, 2024. Leap year, the last day of February. That means we have an extra day this year to officially say Happy Black History Month. So we need to take advantage of this opportunity to recognize this celebration and remember it's in time. So if you'd like, turn to your neighbor and say Happy Black History Month. Then you can also turn to another neighbor and say the same thing. Of course, Black History Month shouldn't be confined to one month of the year. Black history is American history and should be studied, learned, and recognized throughout the year. The struggles as well as the accomplishments of Black people make up the foundations of this country. I have brought the Truett Center a calendar with Black History Month facts on it for every day of the year that they can post and hang. And I wish I had one for everybody, but I'm sure you can pick up the internet and find information. So each date has a significant fact. Today's date for February 29th is Hattie McDaniel becomes the first Black person to win the Academy Award in 1940. Does anyone know what film it was? I hear you. You're in there. Okay, that's the first step. Keep going. So again, I wish I had calendars for everyone to encourage you to continue to expand your knowledge of history that has shaped and will continue to shape our lives in this country. Okay, the theme today is meaningful relationships matter. I have to start by saying this. The first meaningful relationship that I've had was with my mother. She was a strong-willed Black woman that believed in God. She has been deceased for 17 years, but her memories and teachings still resonate with me. The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6 reads, "Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it." So I believe that is true. By no means am I saying that I follow all the rules or do all the right things that I have from these principles that have been taught. But I often think about my mother and how she raised my sister and brother and myself. My father was a coal miner and passed away when I was 5 years old. My mother never remarried, but spent her time and energies raising her children in the best way she knew how. With very little formal education, all she could acquire was low-paying jobs. Nonetheless, she made ends meet. I'm not sure how she did it, but we never went to bed hungry. Times got tough, especially into winter during this time of year. When she had to purchase coal, we heated our house with coal to keep us warm, and that was a huge expense. I can still hear my mother praying as she counted change in a little mason jar she had stashed behind her bed. As a child, I did not understand her praying, but I do now. Sometimes you can't understand sacrifices parents make until you become a parent. My 2 children have benefited from lessons I've learned from my mother, and her prayer still covers them. My mother was a Christian, and she instilled these values in her children. So she also taught us to be honest, hardworking, and to care about others. These principles still guide me today. Okay, I'm going to take a pause. Then I'm going to fast forward. Fast forward, I've worked at Elon for 25 years. In that time, I've developed meaningful relationships with hundreds of students, staff, and colleagues. From teaching Elon 101, being the advisor for Elon Gospel Choir, the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, or just working with people executing events in Mosley Center. And again, the Mosley Center staff are my family. We are there for each other in times of need and even outside of work. The Multicultural Center, now the Creed, has provided opportunities for me to connect with staff and meet students where they are. And I would be remiss if I didn't recognize Kim Cole, my partner in life and my best friend. And she's going through some health issues now, so if you believe in the power of prayer, please do so for her. The relationships established with staff and students through the years have been beneficial to me. I've learned that everybody brings different experiences to the table. I'm just a country boy from a small town in Kentucky, but I've learned that a smile and a kind word can go a long way in creating connections that could lead to meaningful relationships that matter. So take time to speak to people and see how they're doing. You never know what people are experiencing in their life, and if you can be a light in their dark hour, that's what you should be. Every encounter we have has an opportunity for you or others to make the world a better place. I told you I was going to be quick. As I go to my seat, I will say be blessed and bless others. Folks, thank you for listening this morning. Julie, thank you for the invite. I appreciate you. Latanya, thank you for that music that just enriched my soul this morning. And hopefully it enriched everyone else's soul. And you're a tough act to follow, and you should be on the circuit somewhere. Okay. And as I say, I'm going to my seat, but I said, you heard it today from Odessa's baby boy, and I can still hear my mama praying.
Just ordinary people. God uses ordinary people. He uses people like you who will do everything that he commands. He uses people who live in their own, no matter how small the role might seem to you, because your little becomes much when you place it in the Master's not seem like much, but when you yield to the touch of the Master's loving hand,